What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. It is time to focus on the Carabal Cup, last 16, Newcastle away. Very, very difficult game. We'll get into all of that in a little bit, but we are going to focus on the Tottenham update first and foremost, talking about the one and only, the leader, the legend, Son Heung-min, who's been talking about potentially coming back to Tottenham in a recent interview. And what he said is that I definitely think it's the right time to say, because at the time the transfer was going on and my last game was in Korea. Obviously, I will go back to London to see all the Spurs fans, he said. I think I deserve a goodbye in front of all of them, and also they deserve to see me in a physical sense to say goodbye. It's going to be a very emotional day as well, but I think definitely can't wait to go back to London and see all the Spurs fans. So the MLS season finishes pretty much in under a month now. So you imagine kind of probably over the Christmas period, sometime in December, we'll see Son come back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and I cannot wait for that moment.
They should put on an event.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
For money. Because, yeah, we could.
If Daniel Levy was here, no doubt that would be happening.
There would be an event. They'll pack out the stadium.
Yeah.
Sell out. I envisage it'll be something similar to Hugo, potentially a half-time thing.
It's got to be more than that. It's got to be better than that.
I hope so. I don't know what they're gonna do.
The thing is, the Hugo one kind of like came and went without anyone really noticing, because he like came on at half-time. The stadium was like half empty because everyone goes down and gets their beers and food and whatever. Like Sonny, I think Sonny needs something more than that. Maybe like before the game, or I don't know, man. But it needs to be when everyone's got their full attention, you know what I mean? Like half time, nice. Like realistically, like who actually listens to those halftime interviews?
See, this is the opinion of a man who always goes down for a halftime beer.
I'm just saying.
And that doesn't appear till 10 minutes into the second half.
And always misses a goal.
No, you're right. I would like something like really special for him to acknowledge, like maybe a tifo maybe, and something special to acknowledge, you know, say a proper goodbye like we didn't really get to do in the summer. That was obviously one of the things that was so hard to take, is that he kind of just went from Korea straight to LA and never really got to say goodbye to the match-going fans back in London. So that's something that's kind of people looking for that closure, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right, a tifo, but, you know, Spurs and THFC flags to organise something where they give a directive to the fans saying, make sure to get in your seats bloody like 10, 15 minutes before kickoff. Get the atmosphere pumping, get the tifo going, and get Son to make a small 5-minute speech or something. And get
him with the Europa League trophy.
Oh, mate, can you imagine if he walks out with that Europa League trophy as well, with the medal around his neck?
Get him to make a 5-minute cameo.
Yeah.
Get him on the bench.
Signing the loan contract in front of everyone.
Look, I agree. It has to be something special done for him, because he was such a special player, special servant to the club, our biggest Premier League legend. I think a lot could argue that. So I think
it's a fact, to be honest. I don't even think it's an argument. I think it's a pure fact.
Well, it's your opinion, my opinion as well, but I'm not going to speak for anyone else. But I think, in my opinion, he is, and I think something special needs to be done for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't wait, because I'm sure they'll announce the game and they'll announce something that's going on when Sonny does return. But he's got business to attend to. He's got the MLS playoffs, obviously his first game, I think tomorrow night or Thursday morning, whenever it is, straight after this, or just a few hours after the Spurs Newcastle game. But let's hope he can deliver that trophy for LAFC and then come back. And you never know, maybe a potential loan. There's talk about him going to Tottenham or AC Milan. No real serious links, just like I think there's one article where a lot of people just taking off that one article. But
they should do a.
I think it's a no-brainer to bring back on loan, to be honest.
They should do a Legends game, bring back Poch's Spurs.
Poch's Spurs.
And get the band back together, get a Legends game going.
Well, we were just watching Battle of the Bridge, and maybe they reenact that game.
Exactly.
Kick 2 lumps out of Chelsea one final time.
That'd be fantastic. Really, that'd be amazing. Yeah. But a Legends game, I think we'll get Sonny to play in that. That'd be something interesting.
Yeah, it would be. But look, that's the kind of comments at the moment from Son. He's buzzing to get back. It will be a very emotional day. And in terms of like someone coming back, I don't think I've ever been as excited to see someone than a potential return of Sonny. But what I really want is for him to come back on loan, because I think we could really do with him. So That's that. We've got some potential transfer stories to bring to you as well. And this one's quite an interesting one from Gazzetta dello Sport. They're saying that Tottenham and Bayern Munich are serious about signing Jonathan David this January. Juventus haven't been convinced about the 25-year-old, and there is a growing belief that he can't carry the Juventus attack. David now needs a dramatic change in form to become an important player at Juventus. So cast your mind back to the summer when he was on a Bosman. You know, we were saying here, you know, he'd be a brilliant signing for Spurs. He was, you know, just did decent at the Copa, was it? I can't remember where he did decent, but he was doing decent, and he had obviously a few great years at Lille. What do you think about him now? Now he hasn't really gone and done it for Juventus.
I still think he's a good striker. I don't know what's gone wrong at Juve, but they've just sacked their manager.
I think everything's gone wrong.
A lot has gone wrong. But I know that Juve fans like Moani, and they prefer Moani to him. So we have Moani at the moment. They kind of fill a similar role, I would say, in the squad in terms of that profile of striker. So I think bringing Jonathan David in January doesn't make too much sense. But I think he's a good goal scorer. I like him a lot. He's quick. Again, we've got three strikers. I don't see the striker talk unless there's actual chance that Richarlison leaves in January. I don't see Solanke leaving. I don't see Moani leaving. So I just don't really see a striker coming in January.
Yeah. Like if anyone, like we've said it many a time, like on every update, it seems to be a different striker being linked with Spurs.
Because it's so easy just to throw Tottenham's name into it and all perk their ears up.
Yeah. But if a striker was to leave, surely it would be Richarlison. But like we said, probably can't see any movement on that front in the January transfer window. How much he costs
as well? Or is it a loan deal?
Jonathan David, I don't know. Like obviously they got him on a free. So, and if it's not working out for them, maybe they would accept some sort of 40, 50 million, something like that.
Well, I wouldn't do that right now.
Yeah.
I'd wait till the summer.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Next up, we're going to talk about Takefusa Kubo of Sociedad. Obviously, not the most reliable source, but Vijajes are saying that Tottenham have expressed an interest in signing Takefusa Kubo, who has been put up for sale by Sociedad ahead of the January transfer window. Kubo is now expected to leave Sociedad this winter, which could open up a move to N17, and there is a feeling that he could come available relatively affordable of a fee of £35 million.
Like him. Again, he's a right winger though, isn't he?
Yeah.
So probably not the winger we need, but I think I wouldn't mind him in the competition with Kudus. But again, like Johnson ain't going anywhere in January at the moment unless something drastic happens. I'll be surprised if he's going anywhere. So I don't see us going for a right winger right now for big money.
Currently injured, it looks like. Kind of in and out the team. He hasn't started a game since September, in the back end of September. A few bench appearances since then. I don't know. Like, he's a very good player, like with a really good skill set. You know, got great feet and quite fast and trickery. But I don't know. Like, is he that good? Like, would you want to sign him?
Not as good as Kudus.
Obviously, yeah.
So.
But it's like sometimes you don't need to sign someone just because they're not as good. Like maybe you want them as like a backup or rotation. Like, is he better than Johnson on that side? I don't even know if he's better than Johnson.
Certain things. I think as a footballer, he probably is better than Johnson. For the Premier League, his physicality, stuff like that, I think, maybe you're right. And I think obviously Johnson gets more goals. But I think he's going to frustrate you probably less than Johnson will when he's in general play.
Yeah, I guess like when you're talking about what you want from a winger from Thomas Frank, he probably suits the bill better than Johnson, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't sign him. Again, I don't see us signing a right winger in January. I think if we're going to sign a winger, it'll be a one that plays off the left.
But we do need a right winger as well in the bigger picture, don't we? Because if we're saying Johnson probably can't do what Frank wants him to do, then we're going to need to sign one.
Well, give him a chance. He's only done 9 games. But yeah, probably down the line, if things keep going the same way, we are going to probably need one if the idea is to sell Johnson. But while Johnson is here, I don't see us signing a right winger.
And last but not least, Tutto Juve is saying Pierre Kalulu is attracting interest from the likes of Newcastle and Tottenham ahead of the January transfer window. Juventus could potentially opt to sell the defender if that frees up funds for a new addition with a switch to the Premier League, more than likely at this stage. it's no
Centre back.
Yeah, it's no surprise that ever since Paratici has come in, it seems like we're being linked with every Juventus player at this moment in time.
Yeah, well, I think Openda's coming. Yildiz is also going to come. There's going to be Kubo. There's going to be all these links because Juve, I reckon, something's very wrong there, and I reckon there's going to be a bit of a fire sale. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of players are up for grabs, and obviously last time they had a bit of a fire sale and wanted to change their squad up, we were the beneficiaries. We took Bentancur and Kulusevski off their hands because they wanted to shake things up. I don't know about this Kalulu guy. I don't know if he's good enough for us. I think he's left-footed though, isn't he?
I'm not sure what footed he is, to be honest, but he seems to start every single. He seems to play every single minute for Juventus.
We do need a left-footed centre back. I don't see again. We've got Dragoshin come back. Danso, Romero, Van de Ven. I don't know if we're going to go for him.
He's right-footed.
Okay, so even less reason to go for him.
Yeah, I can't There's just no gaps for it. I think journalists need to stop wasting their time and stop linking us with right-footed centre-backs. It's just not going to happen. Just throw our name in there just because it'll get a few people talking, but we are not signing another right-footed centre-back. We've got Vuskovic coming back in as well. It's just it's a non-story, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, he's played right-back quite a few times this season as well, right wing-back. He's actually played right wing back more than he's played at centre back this season for Juventus. Maybe he could be competition for Pedro Porro.
Yeah, but I want a left winger.
Left back, yeah. You might want one, but is that what Frank wants? I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah,
because he tried to go for Nkapia, I think.
That's true, actually, yeah. So, look, that is your Tottenham update for today. Not many reliable links of transfers. I guess the key part was the Sonny stuff, and hopefully, not hopefully, we will see him back at some point, hopefully before the turn of the year, and he can say, I have a proper goodbye in front of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But that is all we have for you on the transfer front and Tottenham update front. We do have